Well, as the announcement of Amazon's split headquarters gets digested, there are a lot of questions out there on the decision of New York and Virginia. And just now from Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, reports show that Virginia offering the online behemoth nearly $800 million tax breaks for 25,000 jobs. But New York, how about $3 billion bucks? While the governors of both states boast of job growth, residents are grumbling about rising rents, increased traffic. In fact, Congresswoman-elect Ocasio blasted the tax breaks on Twitter. And believe it or not, some conservatives agree with her. As many have pointed out, Amazon likely picked these two sites for the location and their talent. And maybe they didn't need the tax breaks. Maybe New York got played. Joining me now to discuss, Fox News contributor and columnist for the National Review, Rory Murdoch, American Action Forum President Douglas Holt-Aiken, and Veronique DeRugi of the Mercatus Center. Veronique, I saw your piece yesterday. I think it began something like, I agree with Ocasio-Cortez. Can you believe it?
Words I never thought I would ever say, and not because she's a Democrat, but because everything that comes out of her mouth is economically illiterate. So I was kind of surprised when she came out against cronyism, but she's right. And I was actually really sad to see some conservatives, in the name of job creation, which, as you said, it's like would have likely happened. The jobs would have likely been here because there aren't that many places where you can find talents. And in fact, talents again is what drove the decision to split them. But I was sad to see that justifies throwing billions of dollars to a very wealthy, very successful company. That is called cronyism, and it's what we lament. This is the President Trump calls it the swamp. This is this unhealthy marriage between big companies and the government, and this is a perfect example. But Amazon played it really smart, very smart.
Yeah, they did. Douglas, you know, conservatives used to be up in arms about the Salingers of the world, right? Along with Veronique, you are the two, probably the most conservative, but you guys stick to your guns, right? You believe in what you believe in. So what do you make of this deal?
Well, I mean, look, you described Virginia as getting the bargain. The latest estimates are it's about $2.5 billion in incentives. That's $100,000 a job. That must be pretty good jobs, right, Charles? $100,000 a throw. That makes no sense whatsoever. I think Veronique's got this exactly right. To do that, you have to tax somebody else more, so you degrade the business environment. You're picking winners and losers in the process, and so you've made a risky bet on a company that's already quite mature and can do this on their own. And to top it all off, not that I hate this deal, but I hate this deal, they're going to rename the place. It used to be you had to pay for naming rights. Now we're paying them and getting a new name. So I'm not a fan.
Yeah, it reminds me when the Bogdan Resnitz took over an entire town in Oregon and renamed it after himself or something like that. And by the way, word coming out that they're also going to have some sort of legal protection against, you know, some things, too. We're going to explore that probably later on. But I do want to ask you, DeRoy, you know, late in the midterm election, to the run-up to the midterm elections, I was reading where in Wisconsin, people were getting negative about the Foxconn deal, that too much was given away, and maybe that contributed to Governor Walker losing. You know, I know, what's the difference between being pro-business and then corporate welfare?
Absolutely. Well, let me be the first to welcome Congresswoman-elect Ocasio-Cortez to the free market movement. We welcome her with open arms.
I think your instincts are pretty good. Just the idea that socialism is the answer for them, I think, is where she makes a mistake.
Well, look, I think if I were Mayor de Blasio, I would have said, listen, you ought to come to New York City because we have talented people. We have pools of cash on Wall Street. We have 3 big airports nearby, all the media infrastructure to get your message out you want. The only thing the government should have done is say, look, we're going to try to make our rotten schools better so the kids of the workers who come here will actually be able to get educated. If there's crime in the area, we'll send in the police. If the street lights need to be fixed, you fix the infrastructure. That should be it. Other than that, the city has a tremendous amount to offer. And the last thing we need to do is give special customized tax deals, tax breaks to the richest man on the planet Earth.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting because they already broke up the deal into 2 cities instead of 1. They admitted they couldn't find 50,000 people with that talent in 1 city. Well, the 2 cities with the most talented people in that area, New York with 320,000 and D.C. with 263,000. It was a slam dunk that these cities probably would get this. Now, Veronique, let me ask you, just moving away from that, you know, today Maxine Waters just threw down the gauntlet, if you will, against banks. Democrats also saying they may, you know, tinker with and harm that USMCA deal, which I'm not sure if you're a fan of anyway. But with Democrats coming in now, are you worried about the economic agenda that's thus far?
There was one good thing about the USMCA deal is that we actually had a deal. The uncertainty was gone. And so, yeah, I'm worried that on the trade side, at least for that particular deal, the uncertainty is going to come back. We're going to see what the Democrats are doing. They have two options, right? They can actually try to see whether they can do some policy that they can work with the Republicans, which would be a success for them, or they can go and chase phantom and investigation and that. So we'll see. I mean, it's too early for me to say, but I'm always worried when pro-big government policies are in charge. That being said, I don't dislike divided government because, unfortunately, we don't always get small government with Republicans in power.
No, it's rare. Doug, real quick, you talked about the budget. You wrote about it today. You think anything's going to happen there smart?
I don't think anything very big is going to happen there. I think gridlock's probably the best forecast right now, and gridlock means that the entitlements just grind along and the deficit gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
All right. Thank you all very much.
It's all about impeachment, I'm afraid.
Impeachment? Okay. Unfortunately, the I word.